right. How's everybody doing today? Hope you made some money this weekend. We were not on Friday. I've been so busy with work. Now that's slowing down. I don't know if did you make any money this weekend?
Saturday was a nice day. Yesterday it wasn't so great. The NFL board was just garbage.
Yeah.
I had the Raiders, who were up by 17-0 at one point, blew the game against the Jaguars. Had the Rams, who +3, who had the game in hand the entire time. And of course, in the last 40 seconds of the game, Tom Brady's got to come down and score a touchdown to make me push.
Yeah, it's been crazy with these games.
What happened to your team on the weekend?
Did the Broncos play?
No, I'm talking about Man United, man. I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but I want to hear it from your mouth.
Injuries. They're just banged up here. They had to put guys. Rashford doesn't work on the right. No Bruno Fernandes. Donny Van Der Beek stinks. Ronaldo stinks. It's tough, man. I mean, you gotta. Their squad is. I like when they play their starting 11. It's not bad. When they got to kind of start reaching into their, 12th, 15th, 20th guy, they're in trouble. They remind me of Liverpool about 6-7 years when Klopp first took over, like when they were like starting to get better, but like Anthony's out and Bruno's out and Varane is out and whatever. It's tough, man. But they also played Thursday, so and Villa didn't. So I think they'll batter them on Thursday in the Carabao Cup. But
speaking of Liverpool, it's starting.
Oh yeah, they're selling the club. Maybe
it's starting. It's time to get somebody with money in there because we can't compete with Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, they're I think. They're bringing in some extra, I don't think they want to give up majority ownership, but they're looking for minority owners and stuff like this. So, yeah, they own too many teams, man. These guys, like, that's how you can tell that guy doesn't, like, he's not like he's not like Cranky or these guys, like, or the oil money guys. Like, these guys, Cranky owns 5-6 to the Rams and the stadium and the Nuggets and the Avalanche and the Arsenal and all this stuff, man. And they don't ever complain about money, man. That when you're crying about money and you own two teams, man, you probably shouldn't be owning teams.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I think today we'll go through the games today, and then we're gonna go through we'll go through the Champions League odds and the draws and stuff like that. You see on the screen there and in the comments the link today. So we're going to be we'll have the Capital Sports Network's going to have a show today. It's going to be me and Jim Williams, and I think Amedeus might come on today, talk a little bit about some of this Champions League stuff. So and then starting next week at this time, we'll be on over there. So, copy and paste this. Where's it at? Let me put this into the comments here. So you got the information for today, and then for next week, just copy and paste, subscribe, like all that stuff over there. We'll be over there. We have a few more people watching. I'm going to talk about Pedro's pick today. Pedro's got Xav Santa Clara today at 3:15. Foxy had a great European Thursday, solid weekend thanks to Newcastle. He's got draw no. He's got draw no bet, which is 167 now. I don't really like that, to be honest. He likes Chaves draw no bet, and he actually gave out 1-1 as the score here, which would pay 480. So if you're looking for a play from Pedro today, he likes Chaves and Santa Clara to end 1-1. So jump on that if you like. The big game today, obviously, is the Carabao Cup starts tomorrow. It's not Bracknell Town and Ipswich Town. No, it is. And it is not Regina and Genoa in Serie B. It is Rayo Vallecano and Real Madrid. So this line is weird to me. It's only minus 157 for Real Madrid.
Yeah, that's really cheap for the best team in Spain.
Yeah, I don't really understand that line, to be honest. And let me see what they are too.
They must think they're going to rest players, but at the same time, like they didn't need to try against Celtic. They were up 4-0 when they subbed like their entire team off in the 60th minute. They were at home. They didn't have to travel anywhere. So, you're going to want to play some of your starters, even if it's in the last 30 minutes, just because you want to keep them fit for the World Cup still. I know they're going to have a bit of a condensed schedule up until then, but you don't want, unless you're Gareth Bale, who can sit out for 4 months and then come in and tie the game down a man in the 130th or 120th minute.
128th minute.
I don't know how they let that happen.
What, the Union? Yeah, they deserve to lose, man.
Oh, they were the better team. I watched that. What do you mean? They were the better team the entire time.
But I'm saying when they give up a 128th minute goal, that's it. You deserve. That's you just can't give up a goal like that. As soon as they gave that goal up, I was like, that's it. They're done.
Well, that's what I mean, right? Like, my point is they played so well. They outplayed them for 120 minutes. How do you let that happen? You're up a man with 5 to go. Really, I'm shocked at that play. Did you see the play that took out the LAFC goalie? Did you watch the game?
I watched. I was streaming a game at the same time and covering a game, so I know he broke his ankle.
Yeah. Oh man. Like, first of all, I don't know. So originally it was a yellow card, and then they actually had to review it and change it to a red card for the goalie. But I was sitting there like, how do you even do that in Europe? That's an automatic red called on the field, and they might even, it's like a red and a penalty, and they might not even give the penalty. It might just be an automatic goal in Europe, like the way they work. But I thought that was an interesting play.
Yeah, it's crazy, that stuff. I can't. They're saying it was like the greatest game ever, but no, I have to watch it. But yeah, and then the Union missed all 3 penalties, right?
Yeah, so the goalie who came in, who literally gets thrown into the match in the last 10 minutes here, he stopped 2 of them.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it was like the Union. Such an idiot. I was watching it with some family members. And I had Philadelphia plus the half, so I was happy it went to extra time. I was like, that cashed my bet, but I wanted to see how it finished. And I was rooting for Philadelphia. I wanted them to win. I thought they were playing better the entire match. But yeah, in the penalties, I got like family members in my ears telling me after LAFC missed the first one, they're like, oh, okay, this guy's going to go top right. No, top left. And I'm like, no, he's going to go bottom left or bottom right. If you go to the top shelf on the penalty kicks, you're gonna miss and you're just gonna lose. And sure enough, what does he do? He tries to go top middle, and he just like way over the net. Wasn't even close. And right away I was like, they just lost. You can't be taking kicks like that. You got to take the safe shots.
Yeah, you got it. Yep. Especially when the other team misses, man. You got to score.
I know. You got to take advantage of that. That changes the game because you demoralize them with the goal there if they fall behind. But no, you totally just miss the net. And LAFC was like, oh, we're still in this.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Real Madrid here over 1.5 goals is minus 136. I just
see. I get Rayo Vallecano has been playing well, but if you actually like look at the teams they've been beating, Like they got wins over like Elche and Cadiz, and like they even lost to Almeria. So like it's not like they're beating great teams. They did play Barcelona. They got a draw against Barcelona, but that was in the first game of the season when Barcelona didn't even have
Almeria. They drew with Getafe. They drew with Atletico Madrid. They beat Cadiz and they beat Sevilla on the road. So they 5-1, and that, you know, I don't understand. I'm all over Real Madrid in this game. I have been in a bunch of parlays here. Check out what happened in the Sporting Recife game. Brazil on Sunday.
I think that would be what, Serie B? Brazil Serie B? You should check out the Real Betis game after that.
7 yellow cards. What? So they played Villanova, and they got a red card in the 60th minute, the 81st minute, the 82nd minute, the 82nd minute, the 88th minute, and the 89th minute.
Wait, so they were playing?
I think you can only play 11v8.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how does that? You can't play 11v6. Like, what the hell?
What? Foxy, how do you even find that game? Like, how do you...
Well, he must have been on them, and then obviously, you know, just a complete crap show in the last 10 minutes.
I can't even find what happened.
I know, right? You'd think there'd be a story. Team gets 12 red cards in a match. Like, what the hell?
Oh, well, yeah. I guess that's a bad beat. You get beat by 6 red cards.
Look at the Real Betis one from yesterday. Did you see that game? Check out what happened there. Because I was on Real Betis, and I'm very pissed off about the way that one ended.
Sevilla had a red in the 38th minute, and then they got a red in the.
Yes,
2 red cards in this.
So they go up, they get a red,
and then there's a red right after.
And then they get they get another red. So they went from being a man up, scoring the leading goal, then they go down a man to even the playing field. Then they come at a half and they go down, and then in like the 81st minute, tie the game, and that's it.
It's a bad beat. Bill, don't. Yeah, you shouldn't have bet Manchester United this weekend, Bill. Don't bet them. It's a little late now. Bet them on Thursday, though. They're going to smash that team Thursday. So yeah, I think here Real Madrid money line. I have them in a parlay with other teams. You know, I don't know what else. You know, if you're looking for another game today, you know, maybe you should parlay them with somebody from tomorrow.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on today.
Yeah. Let's see these lines for. We're gonna go through the Champions League very quickly after this. Brentford minus 770 against Gillingham. Wow. Leicester minus 770 against Newport County. Yikes. Arsenal, Brighton. It's interesting. Arsenal is a better team, I think, than Brighton in their backups, because I just don't know if Brighton's going to play their starters or their backups. I would assume backups. And the same thing here, Newcastle, Crystal Palace. I think Newcastle's players are better overall. But, you know, once again, you just don't know. Tottenham's probably backups are better than Nottingham Forest backups. I would take probably Tottenham. Tottenham and Real Madrid might be a decent kind of parlay. Or West Ham. Wolves, Leeds, not touching. Liverpool against Derby County. Liverpool's backup should be able to win that, but I'm not laying 3 goals. Manchester City, Chelsea. That's an interesting game Wednesday. And then United, Aston Villa on Thursday.
Oh, look at that. You're Manchester City not getting good old Dog and Pony FC in the first round.
Oh, yeah, okay. But then let's look at the Champions League draw because that's who they got in the thing.
I didn't see the Champions League draw yet.
Dog and Pony FC. They got RB Leipzig, while Liverpool's playing Real Madrid. PSG's playing Bayern Munich.
Okay, well, PSG and Liverpool were both number 2 seeds.
AC Milan against Tottenham. So we'll go through this now. AC Milan, Tottenham, PSG, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Chelsea, Club Brugge against Benfica, Eintracht Frankfurt, Napoli, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Inter Porto, and then Manchester City against Dog and Pony FC. Yeah, Bill, I like that game. Crystal Palace did win in like the 93rd minute, but it's a win. Atletico Mineiro tonight versus Botafogo. They got to win to get into one of the 17 Champions League spots, or what do you call it, spots here?
Copa Libertadores.
Ridiculous, man. Atletico MG at -182. So yeah, maybe Atletico MG and Real Madrid would be a decent parlay there. But just getting back to this Champions League here, when you look at the futures now, and I'll put that at the bottom here.
I feel like I called that one matchup. Didn't I literally say Benfica would rather get like a Club Brugge in the next round? And that's exactly who they got.
Yeah. And, it's, here's the odds. Benfica's all the way down here, 2,300, but
they got a nice road.
City at +175, Benfica +750. Liverpool 900, PSG 900.
How can you throw Chelsea above Napoli?
I don't understand. They're about the same. Here's the thing, though. Real Madrid is +1,400 and Liverpool is +900 because they play each other, and Bayern Munich and PSG are 750 and 900 because they play each other. If you believe that one of those teams is your favorite, like I think Real Madrid. But if you think Bayern Munich, you got to bet them now. Because if they get through, the odds are going to drop down to +350 or +300. And they're going to go way down. If Real Madrid gets through Liverpool and has, Benfica, Porto or something like that, the odds are going to go down to +300. So if you like those teams, bet them now. The 2 teams that did well in Sudamericana on the verge of relegation, Sierra and Atletico Go. Yeah, sometimes those teams, because they have to play, they play in those, they're not used to playing in those games, I guess, maybe. Sometimes they get a little bit beat up.
See, I think what happened with those, especially Sierra, because they were great when they were playing in Sudamericana. Like they were on that really good run for a bit. You put all your eggs in the South American competition basket and throw basically like the first half of the season. And then when you don't go that far in it and end up getting kicked out, now you're trying to look at West Ham in the Premier League, trying to play back from a huge deficit you got yourself in.
Yep. And, look at those real quickly. West Ham's got to be favored to win this. I haven't even looked. West Ham +400, Villarreal +500, Lazio +600.
Now, didn't they lose on the weekend? Like, looks like Unai Emery leaving really. No. Villarreal.
Yeah.
They're really going downhill now.
Europa League here. Arsenal, Barcelona, Manchester United. And once again here, Barcelona and Manchester United will play in the playoff. So you have to, if you like either of those 2 teams to win the tournament, bet them now, because as soon as they get through, those odds are going to drop. I think, I'm a huge Manchester United fan. I probably wouldn't bet them here. I don't think they, that's a terrible draw for them. It's a great draw for the fans. Terrible for me, in Barcelona and stuff. But it's a terrible draw for United. I think they're going to have all kinds of problems against Barcelona, but they're a mess too. So
it's okay. Arsenal's going to win it all. Another big win over Chelsea on the weekend. I had them +170.
Yeah, they're pretty good. We'll see. We'll see what happens after the.
I want to see him take on City. I need that match.
Yeah, Foxy, I heard that, the manager's getting sacked already 12 days after he thing. Look, they're 100%. They won a lot of teams laying. Bill, yeah, we'll talk to that. We'll talk about that real quickly. There's 200 games today.
No, I'm not ready for that. I woke up this morning and I had a friend tell me, I was like,
200 games today.
They're like, what do you like in college basketball? I was like, it doesn't start today. It starts Tuesday.
No,
it starts today. Games. I go, look, I'm scrolling to see the end, and I just kept scrolling, and I was like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not giving out
Baylor plays the first game of the season against Mississippi Valley State, and they're minus 44.5 in the first game of the season.
I didn't even see that. That was in the extras.
How is that possible in a college basketball game? Minus 44.5. The games start at 12, and they go till 2:30 in the morning.
Well, Baylor's one of the best teams in the country. You're going to win that one 105-30 or something stupid like that.
Oh. It's tough betting these. My team, North Carolina, plays. North Carolina and Gonzaga, 1 and 2, both play at 9 o'clock. North Carolina's minus 23. Bill, I like North Carolina today. I saw them a bunch of the preseason. I think they're going to come out and just absolutely annihilate that team today.
I hear Gonzaga's trying to make a move to the Big 12.
Yeah, yep.
So
these games are tough. I mean, laying
not even
a lot of points. You talk about a lot of points, Bill. I just you don't know who's good yet. I mean, Kansas and Omaha, these teams 35 points. I mean, you could score 90 points, and if you give up 60 against your subs, you don't cover. It's just tough. You're almost better off betting the overs in those games or the team over.
Or the first halves, man. Because you'll get half the spread, and they're going to come out, blow them out by 40 in the first half, and then they start to backdoor cover in the second when, as you said, they pull all the starters.
Kansas is minus 21 in the first half. It's ridiculous.
That's all you're going to see, man. It's going to be all minus 20, minus 30.
Yeah, let me I want to look at that. Let me look at that.
I'm so not ready. I like to watch anyway. I wouldn't be able to bet today because I haven't seen these teams play. I have no idea what's going on. But if you give me a week or so, I'll probably have some ideas on what I think of these teams.
I like North Carolina over 43.5. I saw them play in the scrimmage game last week, and it was I think they threw up 55 in the first half. It's ridiculous.
My buddy loves North Carolina. That's his favorite team to root for.
These games are, I usually try to wait until, because Thanksgiving there's all those tournaments, and you get some decent games and stuff. But it's pretty tough. But there's not a lot of games here. But this is the list of the ties here. Round of 16. They don't have the actual dates yet. It's 14th, 15th of February, and 21st, 22nd of February is the first legs at this, home of the second place team, and then they flip March 7th, 8th, and 14th, 15th.
So you really got to take some other things into account here.
Well, there's some games here. Look, Club Rouge. I mean, when you look through this, Bruges, Benfica, Inter Porto, Eintracht Napoli, AC Milan, Tottenham. If you take just those 8, probably at least one of those teams is going to be in a semifinal, because they're not all going to get matched up with PSG, Chelsea, Real Madrid. Some of them will probably get mixed up and matched up. So there's going to be some of them. One of those teams, or maybe even two of those teams, is going to be in a semifinal somewhere. A Benfica or a Bruges or a. The other thing too is, it's when you start looking at this. Let me see if they have the odds to win the tie. So Tottenham's minus 200 over AC Milan.
Oh, please. What have you seen from Tottenham? Especially now you got their two forwards out, Son and Richarlison. Who the hell is scoring goals for this team other than Harry Kane? Like, come on. He can't do it all himself. Look at their performance against Liverpool at home. Barely scored a goal.
No, I don't like that Tottenham team at all. PSG, Bayern Munich, basically even. Both you gotta lay money, minus money for each to win. Probably the best tie of the whole thing. Borussia Dortmund, Chelsea. Chelsea's minus 225 to qualify. There's no chance that Dortmund qualifies because they don't win anything ever against anybody any good. Benfica minus 305 against Bruges. To me, if you're looking for maybe a upset play, maybe I know Benfica has won their group and whatever, but this Bruges team isn't terrible, and you're getting them at 200 to qualify. That could be interesting. Napoli minus 225 against Frankfurt. I like Napoli. We'll go through these more.
See, the other thing you got to think of if these games are in February, who's making moves in the January transfer window?
Yeah, that's right.
Liverpool's got the team up for sale now, well, part of it anyway, because they're looking for money to buy players. So
they're not buying anybody.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, what if they find some funding somehow, and Real Madrid, they know they got Real Madrid. They're gonna have to buy players. That's the only way.
Liverpool's favored in this. Liverpool's favored to qualify.
What?
I don't know, which I have no idea why. I don't get it.
There is no way they qualify over Real Madrid unless they make some big January splashes.
Real Madrid's even money right here. That's crazy to me. I don't understand. Inter Porto even, dead even, minus. You imagine Richarlison and Son are back by mid-February, but shouldn't be clear favorites. Yeah, Foxy, I don't understand. Some of these lines. I don't understand how Liverpool is favored over to Real Madrid here to qualify. Porto and Inter. That's a pretty even draw, but I would actually think Porto should be favored because they got the second leg at home. Remember, away goals aren't as important now. Can't win the tie on away goals. City is minus 1,000 against Dog and Pony. No shock there.
And, the away goals, that really plays a big part now because, if you just the first leg, the away team just has to squeak out a draw. If they can get out of there with a draw against a team they're not matched up well against, then you got the second leg at home, and all you got to do is beat them. Yep. Doesn't matter if you get out with a 0-0 draw or, a 1-1 draw. It doesn't matter the away goals as long as you just get out of there with the draw and have a chance to beat them at home.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't. They don't have this stuff up for the other ones yet because obviously, you need playoffs first. I have the Nations League up. Netherlands plus 185, Spain plus 225, Italy plus 3. I'd actually back Italy there because they're not in the World Cup. What
is that for?
That's the Nations League next June.
Yeah, you know what? I almost agree with that just because they seem to it was almost like in the Nations League, they were pissed off they were in the World Cup, but you did it to yourself. You guys suck.
Here's the Europa League ties. Salzburg and Roma. Sevilla, PSV.
Roma's going to be in trouble there.
Yeah, I think so. Sporting Midtjylland, Barcelona United, Juventus Nantes, Ajax Union Berlin. Ajax, they're calling for his head already.
That's another one, right? Your Man United is coming for their team again in January. So Ajax might not have the same team by this time.
Union Berlin, it would be my pick there.
Yeah.
And Leverkusen Monaco. So the pretty interesting playoffs.
You think PSV's got to beat Sevilla, right?
Probably. It just depends. Is Gakpo still there?
Yeah. He's another one. That's right. You guys love the Netherlands, man. You just want to go strip every team of their players. Is it because Ten Hag's from the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
All the
there you
decent ones, at least. We'll get all the decent ones.
There you go. He's going in and he's like, everybody just come with me.
We're
Come
in
with
the
me.
Lyon. I think we're in for the Lyon right back as well. I see a lot of people on the Saints tonight, but I can't back the Red Rocket.
That's all I hear, man. Saints. I hate the Saints as a team. Dennis Allen is a bad coach. He's never finished the season with more than 4 wins. He was a head coach of the San Diego Chargers back in like 2012 to 2015. He was there 2 seasons, finished 4-12 both seasons, or was it 4-13? Whatever, 4 wins both seasons, and then he got fired the next year after an 0-4 start. This guy is not a head coach, and you see it week to week. Bad coaches find ways to lose games.
I like the Ravens. I think they're a better team. I think the Ravens are going to score over 23.5 points right here, which, I would just take the Ravens you could take the Ravens on the money line.
Yeah, it's down to like 1.5 now.
Maybe I might take a shot on the Ravens at -6, but these games are, if you look at these NFL scores,
they're all like 1-score games. There was 6 pushes on the weekend. I'm pretty sure. I know because I had 2 of them with the Chargers and the Rams, but I know the Commanders pushed. There was a bunch. I can't.
Your Cardinals stink too, huh?
Oh yeah, they suck, man. I was on them too. They suck.
Patriots, big win. Chargers. Oh, that Chargers big win.
The Jets.
Packers are terrible. The whole NFL. This is, you can't. I'm glad. You know what? We did that How to Bet show last year on Rake Tech, and we hit like 70%. Like, it's hard, man. These games. This is not the same league we looked at. Yeah, Foxy Leon right back. Yeah, we're in for him, Foxy. Hopefully we get him in January here, because Diego Dalot can't play every game. So hopefully we get him here. 10 million supposedly. Yeah, it's these games are tough, man. I mean, I don't know. I like the Bengals yesterday. I like the Dolphins, but they didn't cover. The Seahawks, I guess, are good. The Chiefs didn't cover.
The Titans almost won, man.
I knew that was an under, though. I was nervous about overtime because, they were going to run the ball. So, it is what it is. How about – and these are the Conference League. Lazio Cluj. How about that tie? Sheriff against Partizan. Belgrade. Karabakh against Ghent. Good hipster tie there. Larnaca against Dnipro 1. Another hipster tie.
There's my Larnaca.
Ludogorets, Anderlecht, Braga, Fiorentina, Lazio, Sivar Cluj, Bodo Glimt, Lech Poznan, and Trabzonspor. And Basel, Foxy Basel against Trabzonspor.
Yeah, Trabzonspor is going to run them out of town, man.
Yeah, this is the playoffs, and then you get to the round of 16. So once again, these are pretty decent. I mean, look, this is the third, Braga, Fiorentina. This is the third competition, and these teams are like, look at these teams. They're not bad. Like, Braga's not a bad team. Lazio right now, third in Serie A. I mean, there's some decent teams in this competition. So, those ties will be pretty good. It just sucks that it's at the same time as the Europa League. I wish they had a different day for them.
That's what I've been saying. Put it on a Wednesday.
Or play them at a different time. Cluj playing today.
I wouldn't mind watching it, but I don't want to watch like 32 Conference League games when there's 16 Europa games the same day. God, why do we throw all the MLS games at 4:00 in the afternoon while we're at it? Just don't even bother with another window.
Cluj is playing today because they play every Monday. Foxy said every day, every Monday they play every game. Minus 167.
That's a team that gets their work in.
Yeah, let me see where they are here somewhere.
I should have figured they played today. It's always on like the odd day when there's no games. Oh, nope, Cluj is there.
Craiova, 1948. Let's see where they are on the table.
Oh, Craiova.
Cluj is still fourth, but they played so many less games here. I mean, Ferul Constanta is only got one loss. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but Cluj has what, about like 9 points
Craiova
there?
Craiova 1948. I mean, they played. They're in 14th place, and they've played. They're actually, they've had 16 points. So I don't even know. I guess Cluj, right?
You'd think, even if Cluj, even with the 9 points in hand, that would only put Cluj in second place in the table.
Yeah. I think Cluj and Real Madrid might be decent. Maybe I'll look at that. What time is that game?
Cluj. What, you wanted the Cluj game? That's at
1:30?
2 o'clock.
I think I haven't checked my account. I know I bet some stuff. I think I have a bunch of bets in today already.
I cashed my Astros future, which was nice. Cashed that one out. There's my keg for the night.
Oh, I have 3-pick parlay: Newcastle, Real Madrid, Benfica -1.5. Newcastle, Real Madrid, and Benfica -0.5. So I have 2 open parlays there. So I have Real Madrid already. So maybe I'll just sit back.
Just let it ride.
Got to remember to pay attention when that game's on. So if I have to cash out, I can cash out. All right. So that's pretty much it today. Tomorrow we'll talk more about some of these Carabao Cup and these other matches. But remember, today at 3 o'clock, if you're looking for something, go into the comments all the way at the top. The link to Max Wagers is up there. The link to Capital Sports. We're going to have a show. I don't know what we're talking about today. Maybe college basketball and a bunch of other stuff. So, Amedeus might come on and talk about some more soccer. Maybe we'll figure it. We'll find something to talk about here. Maybe we'll talk about the futures for the baseball next year or something like that. All right, so just check us out tomorrow at 11. We'll be back with the show. And if you have any questions, remember you can contact us here. Our Twitter handles are there, and you can find his picks. They sent all my picks out. Oh man, we need all your picks in by this time. We need them in by this time. We're sending them out. You're going to get millions of people buying your things, blah, blah, blah. Your picks have been good. I logged in yesterday. Like one person bought my pick. And I hit everything too. Like my NFL play won. My MLS best bet won. NFL best bet won. NCAA football best bet won. Sales reports. I won one. I got one thing. I don't even know what the hell is going on here. And it says I was refunded for one of them, which I don't even know because I won that bet. So I don't even know what they're talking about.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. All right. So we will, but where can you find your place?
BigAl.com and PickAdvisor.com.
All right. And join us later today at 3. I'll be on with Jim Williams. He's Emmy Award-winning guy and been around sports for about 50 years. And Amedeus will come on maybe and talk about a little soccer and probably not about college basketball because there's 800 games.
No, I'm not ready. Next week. I need till next week, man. At least the football season for college is almost over. There's 2-3 games left.
Yeah.
Huh. Once we get to bowl season, then that's probably when I focus more on college basketball.
All right. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.